30 points again. Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts down below. Alright, so the Sixers played the Warriors, and the Warriors had a lot of fight, being down 3 starters. Like, the Warriors were missing Draymond, Curry, and Wiggins. But Clay started, Kevon Looney started. Early on, Dante DiVincenzo was just popping off. He had like 4 threes. No, he finished the first quarter with 5 threes. Really just keeping the Warriors offense afloat. And Clay struggled this game a lot, so he had to pick up the slack. But yeah, just first, second quarter, the Warriors had the Sixers down for most of it. And then really the third, fourth quarter, Sixers really started to get their feet under them and really turn the game around and ended up beating the Warriors by 12 points. And Joel Embiid finished with 34 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Just another very solid stat line. And you know what's crazy? Like, these are just like numbers he puts up consistently and no one thinks about it. Like, these are like crazy numbers to think about, but he's so dominant and he's just such a great scorer that nobody like bats an eye when he puts up 34 points. But this is like his 6th straight game of 30 or more points, and that's just crazy. He's leading the league with averaging over 33 points a game. And honestly, I'm willing to bet. I mean, it depends what happens when Tyrese comes back, but there's a very strong possibility that Joel Embiid leads the league in scoring again for the 7th straight year. And there hasn't been a center to do that since like Kobe, I think. And there hasn't been a time where a center has led the league in scoring back-to-back seasons. Like, just any 2 centers since David Robinson and Shaquille O'Neal. Like, so if Embiid actually does manage to do that, it's just a crazy feat. Just another impressive stat on his resume. Like, this man is one of the best scorers in the NBA, and when it's all said and done, he might go down as one of the best scorers in history. Like, he is just so dominant. He can score from anywhere on the court. Almost nobody in the league can guard him. Like, this man deserves more respect about his scoring ability. I guess, you know, everyone knows that he's such a great scorer, but he just doesn't get the same amount of respect as like other players do, just in general. And it's just like annoying to see, because like, I mean, every time I see something about Embiid, like a positive tweet about Embiid, like, there's just so many people coming out and being like, oh, but this player's better, and it's like, yeah, maybe, but why can't we just enjoy like both of these players? They're all of these players, because they're all amazing. They're all top tier talents. But yeah, Embiid, 6th straight game of 30 or more. Another just impressive stat line. He did have 6 turnovers though, which I didn't love. But the one good thing is that 5 of those 6 turnovers were in the first quarter. So after the first quarter, he only turned the ball over once, which is very good. Now, if he could just not turn the ball over 6 times, that would be great. James Harden had a really good game. He finished with 27, 9, and 5. James Harden is just such a good passer. Like, last I saw, he was leading the league in assists, or he was 2nd in assists, but he might not qualify because he's only played like 14 games. But he is just such a good playmaker, and he just completely changes the Sixers offense. Like, just when he's out there and he's making plays, like, the Sixers team is really tough. Shake Milton had 11 off the bench. He had a solid game. But yeah, this is just Harden and Embiid, they combined for 61 points, and you need that out of your top duo. And then still, there was an update about Tyrese Maxey, and he originally was supposed to come back like a week before Christmas or right around Christmas, but now he's like still a couple weeks away. So especially with Tyrese out, like you need Embiid and you need Harden to just really shoulder the load even more. And the Sixers team has been hit with some bad luck early on. Like, you had Harden getting injured, going out for a month, and then like when he's halfway to coming back, Tyrese goes out and he's been out he's missed the last 13, 14 games, and then during that stretch you had Embiid missing a few games with minor injuries happening here and there. Like the Sixers team they've had some bad luck to start the season, but they're still 16 and 12 and the 5th seed, which is really, when you look at it that way, that's like really encouraging. Like yeah, there's a lot of stuff they need to work on, which is the fact that they're still the 5th seed with all the stuff that's been happening. Like yeah, there's been games where they definitely need to play more hard, they need to block people out, but they can work on that. There's still like over 2/3 of the season to go, like, or maybe not, maybe less than 2/3, but there's still a lot of basketball to be played, so hopefully they can win